So this is how to change your fuses. Usually you need to change a fuse when something in your car that's electronic isn't working. For example, if you try to turn on the radio and the radio isn't working, check your fuses. Or for example, if the dash lights aren't lighting up when you want them to. Or for example, if your windshield washers or something like that, something electronic isn't working when it should be. So the first thing we're going to check is the fuses under the hood. So we pop the hood. The hood pop lever is located just below the gas tank button and the trunk button. So basically you just pull up on that lever to pop the hood. And we walk around to the front of the car. We see that the hood has risen up just a little bit off of the bumper, and we reach between the hood and the bumper just a few inches to the right of the Lexus logo, and we pull up on the hood release latch and pull up on the hood at the same time. Go ahead and push the hood all the way up, and on this Lexus the hood stays up on its own. Then as we're looking at the engine, we go to the right side. This is where the fuse box is located. You push on this side where it says relay and fuse, and that's what releases this lid to come off. We can just set that aside. Then here we see the fuses. These bigger ones are relays. The regular everyday driver doesn't need to mess with these big things right here. These bigger ones are called relays. We don't need to mess with those. What we're concerned with is the fuses, which are these little ones here. Also, for our convenience, Lexus has included a fuse puller, which is this little white piece of plastic over here, and it's kind of like tweezers for the fuses. So we grab that little guy, pull him out, and he kind of goes like that. Can we see that okay?
It's a little blurry. Hold up. There you go.
So it's kind of like little plastic tweezers. We want to make sure to hold on to that. And for example, if we want to check this fuse over here on the corner, you take these little plastic tweezers and grab it, pull it straight up, just like that. There's our fuse. And you can see that the metal in there is good. It's not burnt or disconnected or anything. If it were burnt or disconnected, we would know we need to replace it. And luckily, they wrote on top of it for us, it says 25, which stands for 25 amps. So when we replace that fuse, if it's burnt out, we replace it with a fuse of the same number. So this says 25. If this fuse says 25 on the top, if this area is disconnected and burnt, then we need to make sure and replace it with another fuse that says 25. Also make sure that it's not 2.5. Make sure that it's 25 in the same color. And then to go ahead and put that fuse back in, we just put it back in our little plastic tweezers there. It'll snap in and fit real nicely. And then just go ahead and push it straight back down in where it came from. This one came from the corner until it snaps in. And then to remove your tool, you squeeze it and release from the fuse and pull it back out. So there's your little fuse tool. And then we put this right back where it came from, right there. And then we replace the lid. We've got two little holes right here that fit these two tabs over here. So those hook on first. Just like so, and then it clips over here at the front, just like that. And then, so that's location number 1 for fuses. Location number 2 is over here in front of the battery. Can we see that okay? Mm-hmm. So basically, we take a finger and we press on this side. That's how we unclip it. We can also put our hand on the other side so it doesn't fly away. And we squeeze that clasp until it unclips. And then we can take this lid off. And what we see there is one fuse and then 2 relays. We're not concerned with these 2 relays, but we can replace that fuse. So once again, you see there are 2 holes that match up these 2 tabs, and then the other side is the clip that allows us to release it. So put the 2 tabs on and then clip it back into place. And that is how you check and replace fuses in fuse location 1 and fuse location 2. All in all, there are 3 fuse locations. So this is the video for locations 1 and 2. Location 3 is a separate video.